Hi, my name is Luke. You may know me on Twitter as Young Philly King. You may know me on Twitch as Luke is that kid. And if you see me in real life, you might know me as the puny boy who can't lift all the weights. And I'm here to present to you the pilot episode of the Citrus Cast with my good friend. This is where
The
you
fuck
jump in.
boy, Kobe. Yo, what's up? It's Kobe.
It's Kobe.
I'm 11, coming at you live from the middle of a fucking forest fire.
Oh man,
Middle of the Northwest.
the good old fucking Northwest. Man, have you like been outside at all recently with like all the smoke and shit?
Not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I had to drive to work, and it was just smoky as fuck. And I work in a grocery store, and even inside the grocery store, you could see the smoke in the air. It was fucking terrible.
Holy crap. I'm dreading going back to work because for the past couple days, I was just hating because I had to go out and get carts outside because that's what I do. I get carts because I'm a cart boy.
I feel bad for those people.
Yeah, no, because for the last couple days,
I'm
it was like 90 degrees and I'm sweating my tail off. And then for the next couple days, I'm going to be at work. It's going to be a struggle to not get lung cancer from smoke.
Yeah, I'm way in the back of the store, and even there, it's bad. I'm glad I have the next few days off. Hopefully, it clears up.
Oh man, I have two more.
Everything's on fire right now.
Everything is on fire. I mean, luckily, your house isn't on fire anymore, and there aren't any fires around your house that would, hinder you.
Yeah, so I live just up a little valley, and literally on the other side of the hill was a fucking forest fire. I was talking with someone who was near the fires. They had a green roof, but after the planes went by dropping the detergent, they now have a red roof.
Jesus.
Because it was dumping it like right above their house.
They said, screw it, we'll hit some fire. just dump it on a house. Oh, I wonder what the people living there are thinking. Like, oh, we have this wonderful green roof, and now it's ruined. It doesn't fit the aesthetic anymore.
But yeah, I mean, at least it's not like California, 50,000 acre wildfire because of a gender reveal party.
I can't believe that's one of the big that thing started at one of the big fires.
But no, and the thing is, this isn't the first time that's happened. You would think a giant forest fire because of a gender reveal party happened twice. Like,
I feel like it's happened more than twice. It's just they haven't been on this scale before.
Like, what's the meme? It's like, it's all right that it happened, but it's just weird that it happened twice.
Yeah. I mean, I saw another news report saying like a gender reveal caused like a plane or a helicopter crash or something like that. And first of all, in my opinion, gender reveal parties are just stupid in general. Like, I would love to be surprised. If I need to know if I need to create another child for my lineage to go on, or I'm all good. My absolute amazing genes. What with the scrawny and the depression.
Just top tier, S tier babies.
I mean, I'm 5'10". There's no way my child is getting into the NBA. I gotta do something. I gotta do something to secure a future for them. If that means I have to, like, my mother needs to be my child's mother needs to be like a German, amazing like bodybuilder that's like 6'8", and I have to do it for the kid's genes. So anything for my child's future.
You just gotta hope that they don't get your genes.
Yeah, you just hope and pray. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously the dominant genes are not gonna be coming from me. Just pray to God.
Even your genes are submissive.
I always, remember the pundit squares that are like, okay, so you have the dominant and you have the alleles. I'm just like 100% allele. The kid is just a carbon copy of my partner. Nothing about me.
No, your sperm would just be too shy to impregnate the egg.
Uh, um, uh, ma'am, I have a
Okay.
I have a proposition for you. Uh, we should have a kid together. Just run away. Just dip. There's no way that's gonna work out, man.
Yeah, but
I'm
2020,
scared for
man.
my future. I'm scared.
2021. That's what we got to put our hopes in.
Yeah, we gotta survive till
What's
21.
gonna go wrong next? That's what I want to know.
Um,
What's in store for us next month?
see, I mean, this month we've been ravaged by ravaged, rabid. Oh, the
We've been
raving
ravaged by
rabbits.
forest
They started the forest fires. No, we've been ravaged by forest fires. Let's see, what was August? I don't remember anything particularly horrible happening in August,
I guess August was
other than my 18th birthday.
yeah, it was all right.
Ju- July was I feel like that was when the corona hit its peak. I feel like it's calmly going down since then. I could be totally wrong. I'm not educated. But let's see. July was corona hitting its peak. June was I mean, the class of 2020 was let out onto the world, and I feel like that's a fate worse than death.
Oh yeah.
May. What happened in May? I remember there was something big that happened in May, but I can't put my finger on it. October. What's weird about this year is like you gotta be socially distant, which understandable. Gotta wear your masks, completely understandable. But what about Halloween? What are the kids? Are the kids just not gonna trick or treat?
I guess not.
But
Also, that big thing that happened in May, George Floyd.
Oh shit! Oh Jesus! No, that's not funny. It's funny that I forgot, but that situation is a tragedy.
Oh, no.
It's horrible. Holy crap! Yeah, that was what happened in May.
I was gonna say before, but I'm like, when did he die? I'm not. I don't remember. Fuck,
Man.
dude.
Shout out to everyone that's fighting the good fight, still fighting the good fight, even with the smoke and the corona and the. I see you and I value you. Let's see. January was bad off the rip. If I remember.
World War III.
Yeah, it was. We had the World War III. February, Kobe died, and not you, Kobe, the cool Kobe. I know you're not the biggest sports guy, but I am, and that really hit. March was when I think the corona hit the USA, and then we all freaked out, and then didn't do anything about it, and then it got worse. Oh, it got so much worse. April, I feel like was another one of the calm months, the calm before the storm of what would happen in May. Oh. But I mean, I'm alive, and so are you, right?
We're alive.
Luckily, your PC's dead.
My PC's dead. So, fun. The whole story behind that. It's real fun. A real fun tale.
Yeah.
So when the neighborhood, when the fires started, the fires got real close to my house, and that morning, I went to work before like all the fires started going off, and my I get a phone call, or I get a notification on my phone saying that my neighborhood was getting evacuated. And while I'm just at work, I'm like, oh, well, that's fucking great. And then I get a phone call from my parents being like, hey, we're evacuating the neighborhood. What do you want us to grab from your room? And I'm like, well, grab my safe. It has like my important documents and stuff in it.
Oh, Jesus, hold up, let me stop. Pardon that interruption. Kobe, you were saying you were at work when you got the call.
Yeah, so I work when I got the phone call. They're like, hey, what do you want us to grab from your room? Well, because we're evacuating. And I was like, oh, you grab my safe that has all my important documents and stuff in it, and then whatever like other valuables you can find. And so my brother went in and he saw my PC, and I think I have a pretty nice setup. And he tries grabbing my PC tower. Now, first off, he doesn't know much about PCs. So the first thing he does, luckily the power was out when he did this, but he just ripped all the cords out from the back of my PC, which could have been really bad, but the power was out, so most of that's fine. But I live on the second story of our house, and when he was going down the stairs, once he reached the bottom, he did a little slip, and the computer kind of went crash on the floor. So that was fun. Diagnosing what the hell was wrong with that after I got back. Oh, and I couldn't get back to my family for a little while because the highway was blocked off because of the fires. So that was cool. Just sitting at work doing my customer service crap, not knowing if I had a house or not. That was lots of fun. But yeah, I finally got back, and computer problems, right? And right now it's out getting fixed, getting some upgrades.
Getting some
I'm on
parts.
my phone right now. Yeah, I got some new parts. It's gonna be good.
You could be a gamer again. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I mean, shout out Holden for being well educated, knowing what the hell he's doing.
But yeah.
I know we don't see eye to eye most of the time, but give him a kiss for me for doing that.
Give him a little kiss.
You heard that entire conversation that me and Sean had, right? It's too funny to ignore. So Sean comes barging into my room, and he's like, and I'm like, dude, I'm recording the podcast. You can't. There's piss on the toilet seat, and it's really weird because I haven't pissed at the house today. I got up at like 8:30. I was getting ready to go to the gym, and I was like, do I piss now or do I piss at the gym? And I'm just like, screw it, I'll piss at the gym. And Sean barges in, he's like, there's piss on the seat. And I'm like, that wasn't me. I don't know how there was piss on the seat.
You got a phantom pisser in your house.
I mean, it seems that way. We got a lot of flies in the house now, because I bought bananas, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make things with these bananas. And then they've been rotting for the past couple days, and now there are fruit flies all around the house, and they're always the worst when I'm trying to just relax or like get on Discord or play like, I don't know, Gungeon or something, and then a fly just comes into my room and just always buzzes near me no matter what, and I try to swat it away, but I always miss. I feel like the extinction of flies would not. I mean, it sounds good on paper, and I would like for it to happen, but I know that would just mean some weird, worse insect is gonna just become.
No, that reminds me. I think it was in Florida. They're releasing a bunch of genetically modified mosquitoes, so that. Because they have such a huge fucking problem with mosquitoes down there, right?
Yeah.
They like genetically modified mosquitoes, and they're gonna release a bunch of them so that when they try and reproduce, the babies just die. They don't make it past the larvae stage. So none of the females survive, but only the males survive.
God.
So the hope is that they'll just die out once they release all these genetically fucked mosquitoes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of wild.
What
they're doing down there.
You know what they did in Jurassic Park, nature finds a way. They might impregnate the dudes.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. They're gonna create some like super buff like insane gay mosquitoes, and it's kind of terrifying.
That
I
is
don't know what
kind
to
of
think about
terrifying. Cause like, how are you gonna kill the gay mosquitoes? Like,
it.
like now that they're super jacked because of natural selection, Darwinism, evolution, whatever the hell. Uh, Now if you hit them, they're not gonna die. They're gonna hit back. Open palm slap to the face. So you
Oh God.
trying to kill me for sucking your blood? Yeah, try it, bro. I dare you.
I'm scared, dude. I don't think we haven't had a very good track record of trying to play God.
Uh,
Like bone marrow babies. They look like fucking Voldemort.
oh, oh no. I haven't I haven't really understood how that works at all. Like, how does
I'm
one's
not gonna
bone marrow create children?
I'm not gonna pretend to understand. I just know that it doesn't really work.
It just doesn't really work. It doesn't work as well as it could. It's like communism. Only works on paper. But yeah, mosquitoes are the worst. What is there like any good reason for mosquitoes to exist?
I don't. I really. There's probably some like hidden thing that we're not seeing, but apparently, according to everyone in Florida, they don't have a purpose and they're trying to get rid of them now.
Well, yeah, I mean, the only thing mosquitoes do is bite people, give Lyme disease and malaria, and reproduce. And like, we don't
And like I
need.
was reading, I was reading the article like how they were justifying it, and like apparently like so a big issue that people were taking with it was it's a food the mosquitoes are a food source for other like bugs and animals and stuff.
Mhm.
But apparently there's like a multitude of other bugs and stuff that these other animals can feed on. So like they're not even that important in the food chain apparently.
Yeah, it's like, uh, I mean, I hate spiders. Everyone hates spiders. We all understand that we hate spiders. But if we were to, if spiders were to go to extinction, then that would just make mosquito problems worse and fly problems worse. It's
Like spiders have their uses.
yes, they're a necessary evil. But then again, when it comes to like the extinction of mosquitoes, I mean, there's one insect that's close to extinction that we actually freaking need, and that's the bees, man. If if uh, if bees were the same as mosquitoes, I guess, or if mosquitoes were seen in the same way as bees, then we'd all be screwed. I
Oh
just
yeah.
I just hate going like outside and just having my skin destroyed. And it's not like my skin's already healthy in the first place. The mosquitoes aren't helping
Right.
that.
And yeah, now there's so much smoke outside, it's like impossible to go. Like right now, like before all this smoke hit, it was like 95,
Mm,
like hot summer days, right?
yeah.
Right now, because there's so much smoke blocking out the sun, it is a cool 60 degrees on like a midsummer day.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking we talked the other day about this, but I was thinking like I wear shorts and a t-shirt like around the house before the smoke came in, and I was like, "Geez, this is still too hot." And now I'm freezing my butt off. And I'm like, I have to like have a blanket on me at all times because I'm always cold. That's just insane that the smoke has gotten so thick. It's literally blocking out the sun. These
Yeah,
forest fires are horrible. But you know what's
it's
more
kind of
horrible?
crazy.
Dumpster fires. Because they smell.
Oh,
Have you ever like actually been near like a dumpster that was on fire?
no, I haven't.
Oh my god, it's the worst smell in the world, dude. I it's I mean, you take how trash it already smells, which is bad. And then you
Right.
just decide, "Hey, let's just make it hot and burn and put it all into the air." So you got the mixture of the horrible trash smell and you have the horrible smoke and it's just like in your lungs and it's just like, eh. It's never
Mm.
a fun time. But speaking
You
of
know, you know
dumpster
what else?
fires, have you
Yeah, I was
watched
gonna
that?
say, speaking of dumpster fires, fucking cuties.
Yeah, I was that was the transition. Yeah,
The
dude.
transition. There you go, baby.
Oh my God, I love the French don't deserve rights sometimes. I, I
Oh
feel
my
like
god,
that's
it's
not
so
really a
bad.
hot
Here,
take anymore.
I know. We kind of did this yesterday. I want to read out just for the podcast the IMDb parents
Do
review.
you have it up?
I'll pull it up real quick.
Okay, because Jesus.
This movie, I don't care. Like a lot of people are trying to defend it, saying like it has like a nuanced message in it.
Well,
The way, okay, we get it. Pedophilia is bad,
Mm.
but you don't fight pedophilia by by getting 11-year-olds to twerk on your movie.
Oh my God,
This is
dude.
not. It's not how it works. Oh my god, it's
I
so bad.
okay. Go ahead with the first one.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it up. It's so bad.
Be sure not to be sure to watch the spoilers this time. Spoilers for Cuties. If anyone is interested in
Right.
watching that, Jesus Christ, please don't be interested in watching that.
uh well, get the FBI in here. Holy crap. Okay. So it has a sex and nudity score of 7. So first off, children are seen watching pornography on a cell phone, and the little girls are huddled around the phone talking about what's going on. They're later shown pretending to reenact these scenes fully clothed later on.
Jesus.
Frequent scenes of 11-year-old girls dancing lewdly where the camera pans in and zooms on the children's buttocks and midsections.
That's
There's a scene
ew.
where it's so bad. There's a scene where an 11-year-old girl dresses in a tank top and panties and they are splashed with water, and then she begins twerking in a frenzied kind of way. On her feet bent over, on her knees, and on her hands and knees. The camera zooms on her buttocks and she positions on all fours and twerks.
That's just.
It kind of, dude, it fucking hurts. Just reading it.
So I'm gonna one up you.
You don't even want to watch. Okay, go
Okay,
for it.
so I watched Elvis the Alien. He's a commentary YouTuber. He's been a lot into movie reviews lately. So I guess he got a bunch of people asking him to review Cuties because it's bad. But he was like, yeah, no, this is horrible. There should be no kids involved in this because there's pedo bait really. But the worst thing about it was he had to like show some of the clips to prove his points in the video, and they were heavily censored. Yet I have never been so uncomfortable watching a video in my entire life. Oh my God,
It's
dude.
it's horrible, dude.
I how does somebody's parents let them think like, okay, this is a good thing for everyone involved to be involved in shooting this softcore porn about little girls.
It's disgusting. And did you see there's a tweet that Netflix, the official Netflix thing did it. They said I quote, "It's important to remember that our content is mostly pedophilia free." What what do you mean
What do you mean
mostly?
mostly? Like if I like find some deep cut Netflix some deep cut Netflix some random show and it's just gonna be just like some horrible webcam footage from like an 11-year-old girl, I would, oh Jesus, I wouldn't put it past him at this point though, is the thing. Especially when they release this. I would like to read to you. You read some of the parent guides. I would like to read to you some of the Rotten Tomatoes critic reviews.
Oh, God.
So I would like to show you the split on critic reviews and audience reviews. So the audience reviews give it a 3%, which makes sense. I want you to guess the critic reviews.
80%.
It's 89%.
Oh my God.
89% out of 100. So, all right. Okay, so Bilge Ibiri, Bilge. I mean, bilge is another word for trash, so I'm going to assume that this is a trash opinion off the rip. Cuties certainly deserves to be seen, but it's also a delicate work that strikes a very careful balance in its portrait of the world. Kobe, from everything you've learned and read about cuties, where's the careful balance?
There fucking is none, dude.
There is none. All right. If thank God, if you don't like what you see when this errant kid's left to their own wiles and devices, your gut is accurate and working. Thank you, Don Shanahan. That's pretty good. Roger
Okay.
Moore. Oh my God, an actual critic with sense. Whatever gifts French writer slash director my own. Oh my God, I took German. I don't know how to pronounce this. Mayomana Dukiel brings to the table. Subtlety isn't included. I wanna. Let's look at the top critics real quick. Cuties dramatizes what people of color and immigrants endure as a result of isolation and ghettoization, of not being represented culturally and politically, and not of being represented in French national mythology. Richard, this is a movie about 12-year-olds shaking their ass. What?
It's so bad.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. And like, I don't get it. Like, so many, like the director herself and then a bunch of other people are saying that it's a message against like this kind of stuff. If I wanted to spread a message that killing people is bad, I wouldn't go out and shoot someone in the head. If you want to spread a message that like sexualizing children is bad, you don't do it by sexualizing children. It's so fucking stupid.
Oh my God.
You smooth brain fucking troglodyte.
Smooth brains. I hope Netflix realizes like exactly what's gonna happen with that film.
I hate it because they're doubling down so hard. This is not a hill that they want to die
Oh,
on.
absolutely not.
What are they
And
doing?
there are like stupid reasons to like cancel subscriptions. So like, oh, I don't like the way that this person was portrayed, or oh, this is getting too political for me. I'm out. But I feel like one of the only reasons where I would be like, yeah, you're totally justified in doing that is supporting pedophiles, dude.
Honestly, like I don't get it. Instead of like trying to amend the situation, they're doubling down and making everything so much worse.
It's like Netflix. What are you doing? What is? I
And
just
then,
wonder what's going through their minds when they first when they wanted to pick the film up. Like I get it was like a critical darling because coming of age and this young girl's coming of age. It's like you also got to think. Okay, did you watch the film before you were like, hey, we should put
before
this?
you staunchly try to defend it.
Yeah. Hey, we should put this on Netflix where literally tens of millions of people use it like almost every day. I mean, cable TV is getting beaten up, so like, who's not using Netflix? Even if like you don't have your own subscription, everyone uses Netflix, and they were just like, yeah, this will totally it'll raise our stocks because you got to think of it as a business first. This will raise our stocks, and this will make us money. Supporting pedophiles
Like
will.
even from like a business perspective, what are they doing?
They're just making people hate them, and that's just gonna make their value go down.
It's so stupid. I fucking hate
I hate
Hollywood
Netflix.
businesses.
I there's so much. There are so many independent films that have been shown at Just festivals, like Cuties was before it got picked up at Netflix, that deserve like so much more spotlight than the crap that has been put on Netflix. It's it's depressing, but finally gonna be off that because I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because every time I just hear it, I just cringe and drink. I just want to drink bleach. 2016, back at it.
It's so bad.
So I saw I saw you were really excited about, what was it, Elden Ring that just had an announcement today?
Yeah, that's I'm so excited. Okay. Luke here hasn't played a single FromSoft game,
Nope.
and I'm trying to get him into Dark Souls. But me myself, I've played too much of the Souls games. I bought Sekiro on release day. I beat it in like a week.
Yes.
Code Vein kind of slipped under the rug, but I played all of that. Um, Bloodborne, I'm starting my first playthrough of Bloodborne because I never had a PS4 to do it on. I'm doing it at a buddy's place, but I love FromSoft. I love FromSoft so much. But Elden Ring, yeah, that got an announcement today, and I could not be more happy
What
because it
was the
was
announcement?
supposed to. They gave us another trailer and a mid 2021 release date.
So,
And so originally Elden Ring was supposed to come out this last June, but then fucking COVID hit and it got delayed, and we just didn't hear a single thing about it for months. And a lot of people lost hope here, and I was starting to lose hope because I was really excited for it. But then they hit us with this, and I could not be more happy.
well, I mean, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're happy because you're my friend and I care about you. But I feel like the hardest game I've ever beaten was Cuphead, and I feel like, at least in comparison, it's not as hard as any FromSoft game.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I can't wait for you to get into it because you're gonna get your ass kicked.
oh, well, that just makes me want to play it a lot more. Wow.
Oh yeah,
I mean, what was the thing I had? What I wanted to do is I wanted to have like a wheel of punishment, and could record it and put it on YouTube or put it on whatever we wanted to do. And every time I died, I would have to do some sort of forfeit. And looking at it now and seeing people with their first run throughs, that's a bad idea. But now I'm kind of already committed to the bit, and I feel like Kobe is also committed to the bit. So we're gonna have to do that. And Jesus, oh my God, it's gonna be painful. I just, oh man. I mean, when we move in together, I have a PS4, so like you don't have to like use somebody else's PS4 because I'm definitely bringing all my stuff along. Um,
right.
I don't have Bloodborne, but I feel like buying Bloodborne is going to be a lot more efficient than just buying a PS4 and also Bloodborne and also a controller and whatever.
Right.
Um, but what I'm most concerned about Dark Souls is I my reaction time is literally, oh my God, it's so bad. I was playing CS:GO the other day, and my one job was camp the corner and don't let them into the into bomb point A, and make sure that if they do, I let people know. And I was staring directly at my screen, and somebody just walked past me, and I didn't realize. I didn't realize it until it was too late, and I started shooting at them, and of course my aim's bad, so they killed me, and I'm like, there's like one dude, point A, and like they're like, yeah, we realize this now that we're getting shot at. So I feel like if my reaction time is going to be that horrible when it comes to an FPS, Dark Souls is just going to kill me.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait.
You're excited for that, though.
Oh yeah, so I took Fair, another one of our buddies, through for the first time, and I watched him. I just kind of stood back and watched him. I was the worst guy ever. It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. So I've played through. We went through three, Dark Souls 3, and I've played through that game like 8 or 9 times. I almost have 100% on Steam. I love that game, and watching new people experience it, it's one of the funniest things ever.
I I I don't want to like if I'm gonna get really into it, I don't want to watch gameplay first. I want to go completely blind because if I watch gameplay, I'll be like, oh, okay, in this situation, that person's gonna pop out from this place, so I should like be ready. But if I don't watch the gameplay, I'm just never gonna know about that, and I'm just gonna some freaking like horrible. Like you would probably just like sneeze on them and they die, but then they'd probably just one shot me. I don't know the
Oh yeah.
balancing in Dark Souls. I just know it's hard.
But what's great is people on their first playthrough, they don't understand mechanics. And mechanics is like, if you understand mechanics, it's gonna make Dark Souls a lot easier. You don't know what any of your stats mean, so you don't know what to build properly. And so yeah, have fun with that. I kind of helped ferret out in that sense, but when Dylan played through Dark Souls, he had like the worst thing he could possibly have done, and he made things so much harder for himself, and it was great. I love it.
I, you know, it makes sense. Uh, is there a part 6? Okay. I just I looked things up because you were talking about Elden Ring and that you're excited for that to eventually come out. And I was thinking to myself, am I really excited for anything to come out? And the answer is yes. But my thing is Stone Ocean, the anime,
Oh
JoJo
yeah.
Bizarre Adventure Part 6. It's actually, I keep rereading it. It's actually becoming one of my favorite parts. And it's like, it's not like, oh, it's better, it's way better than everything everyone says. It's more of an subjective, not objective. It's subjectively like one of my favorite parts. But I'm so scared that with COVID going on, at least it's gonna take a while. And I only got into JoJo after Part 5's anime was announced and released. And then after that was announced, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should get into JoJo now. And then I watched Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and then finished Part 5 as it was coming out, which is the way you should watch it. None of that Part 3 number 1, then Part 4 number 1, then Part 2, then 3, then halfway through 3 do 1, and all of that. That pissed me off when I saw that. So I looked it up and like, has Part 6 been confirmed yet? And I saw something and it said Part 6 has been confirmed. I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. Let me see this article. And then I click the article. It's like, yeah, Part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure confirmed. There is going to be a 6th part to the JoJo manga. And I look at the date and I'm like, this is way too old. And I just like, the protagonist's name is going to be Jolene Cujo, and it's weird because she's a woman. Whoa. And I'm just like, I hate journalism. I actually am searching for a degree in journalism. I should probably say that now. I just don't like getting clickbaited, my man. And I just want Part 6 to come out, and I feel like Have you read Part 6? I know you've caught up with the anime.
I haven't.
You haven't?
I'm only with the anime. I haven't read any of the manga.
Why you not read manga?
I don't know. I never have. I kind of wanted to get into it. Me and Ferret and with Jackson, we went out and we went to Barnes and Noble over at the mall. And they had a bunch of at the manga section. Us being a bunch of degenerates, they had a bunch of JoJo manga. They didn't have any complete sets, so I didn't buy any. But I thought about it.
See, when I go for manga, I usually, and I'll scratch this off the record. I usually pirate it, which makes me a horrible person because I'm not supporting the official release. But also, like, I love just, like, having a one volume, that being, like, the first volume. I don't think I've ever purchased a collection of manga. Oh, that's a lie. I actually did. Have you ever seen, like, the Legend of Zelda manga?
Oh yeah, that was on sale there as well.
Yeah, dude, I got the entire box set, and I think at that point the latest Zelda manga was Twilight Princess, which was my favorite Zelda game, so I was really excited to have that. And then I read them all in like a day because I'm a nerd. And then I lost them. I lost them all. I only know where one of them is. I know where my copy of Majora's Mask is, and I know where my copy of Ocarina of Time Parts 1 and 2 is, but I lost the Twilight Princess ones, and that makes me so sad.
Yikes.
Have you ever read those, or just know of them?
No, I haven't. Like you said, I haven't read any manga.
Just, like, wow, none at all?
None at all.
Have you, wow, that's, like, so weird, because you're a big weeb, like me, but also you don't commit to it.
Nope. just that guy.
Yeah, anime only. Hey, Kobe, subs or dubs?
You see that's a big argument right there. Okay, so my stance on that is when I'm watching it, like just like when I'm focused on a show watching it, I'll usually watch the sub.
Hmm.
But I watch a lot of dub because I like watching anime in the background while I do other things like play games or just like working on other projects, right?
Hmm.
So I'll just have the dub on in the background so I can listen to it. So I can't really say I'm for or against either. They're both pretty chill in my mind. I'm kind of neutral.
I I don't like the dubs, and I it's probably just because
I
I've
figured.
only had negative experiences with them. Like, for example, when I first got into One Piece, it was a long time ago now. It was sixth grade of middle school, so what, 6, 7 years ago. I had decided, oh, I'll watch the dub, and of course the first dub I find wasn't the Funimation dub. I actually do enjoy the Funimation dub a little bit, but it was the Four Kids dub, and it was the Four Kids adaptation with like all the bad censorship, and I was like, wow, this is really shit. This it's bad. Uh, and I just from that point on, I would like realize like, okay, let's go and watch this dub of I don't know whatever the hell. I mean there are a few dubs that I like, but like if one of my favorite characters has like a really crappy voice, I just get immediate turn off immediately.
Right.
Like what was I thinking of? I think it was part one of JoJo. No, it was part two of JoJo. I hated Joseph's voice, his dub voice, where he sounds like Stewie Griffin.
I forget. Yeah, I was gonna say I forgot who said it, but it sounds like Stewie Griffin. It's wild.
I hate it. I was like, nah, I can't do this. I had a complete rewatch of JoJo planned because I was like, oh, the part four dub is pretty good and I like it, and the part five dub is coming out soon, so I'm gonna rewatch the JoJo, but in the dub, and I love Battle Tendency. Don't get me wrong, but I couldn't finish it because of that voice, man.
I don't know. I think whatever you watch it first in is what I usually prefer. Like I watched, I think part three, subbed.
Hmm.
I watched all of part three subbed, and it is what it is. And then I tried to go back and watch the dub, and the dub isn't horrible, but because the voices are so different from the sub, I really didn't like it
I
because I already have voices associated with each character,
Yeah,
and because they're different, I just don't like it.
I like that doesn't really happen with me. Like I had I was big into Dragon Ball in middle school, and the what was it? I think it was the movie of the gods where like Beerus was. Oh no, it was Golden Frieza. It was Resurrection F, and we went to the movie theater with a family friend, and he was a big Dragon Ball fan, but he only watched the dub. So he was really, really, really confused when Goku sounded like a pubescent boy, and I had to tell him, "Hey, a woman is Goku's voice actor," and he's like, "No, you're kidding me." And of course, when we get home, he's like, "I can't believe that their voices are so awful and bad," and I'm like, "But that's the normal. That's the normal one." And you say going from the doing whatever first is weird, but when I watched Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, I would of course it was on TV, so it was dubbed. And then later on, when I was like, I should get back into watching Yu-Gi-Oh, I watched the sub for it, and I was like, wow, this is a lot better. I enjoy this a lot more. I feel like I'm just a weeb, like just hardcore, because there's no there's no rhyme or reason other than the fact that I like the Japanese more. Maybe they'll accept me into their culture. Konnichiwa.
Oh God, no! Shut the fuck up.
Shout out to the Japan trip that was killed by COVID.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I mean, it
Um,
wasn't even fun because we never did it.
no, it wasn't. So
R.I.P.
Back way back in like early 2019, none of us had graduated yet, and we were like, "Hey, we should do Japan. We should go visit Japan right after graduation." And we had this whole thing planned out.
Hmm.
We bought plane tickets, and everything was fine and dandy. And then, bam, COVID hits. Plane tickets get canceled. Everything gets canceled, and me being the boy with the money, I'm the one who pre-bought all the plane tickets. So it was pretty fun and dandy having like $2,000 worth of plane tickets kind of sit there in limbo, not knowing what's happening with them. So that was fun. I now have like $2,000 worth of airplane credits with Hawaiian Airlines. So whatever.
You know,
We'll plan that
later on
eventually.
when we all when we're
Yeah, that is,
big boys.
if countries ever open up their borders to us, like holy crap, dude.
Well, in order for that to happen, we'd need to, not be sick.
Yeah, Japan. I looked over their like what is it? What would I say? Their reopening like plan,
Hmm.
and they're reopening their borders to countries based off of how well they're handling COVID. And we're in
Bro,
the
our
U.S. of A.
states, the states in our country are handling it differently and poorly. And if you're gonna have states be different, then
Like
that's
yeah,
gonna
it's
just.
great. So I live in Idaho, right, close to Washington,
Hmm.
and in Idaho, no one really gives a shit. No one cares. I work at a store. No one's wearing a mask.
Hmm.
But then I go into Washington, just like a couple miles away,
Hmm.
and everything you have to wear a mask everywhere.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
it's because I think it's a law here that or for specific businesses and specific places that you need to wear a mask. But I don't know about Idaho. Idaho is I wouldn't say it's a godless country. Very much the opposite. But it's definitely pretty much its own country with its own laws.
Right. So yeah. So the county in which I work in, they mandated masks, but the police here just don't enforce it. In fact, I see police walking around without masks. They just no one cares.
Well, I mean, are the case because the cases there aren't as bad as Washington, right? If my memory serves me
No,
correctly.
not at all. And well, Washington has Seattle. That's where most of its cases are.
Yeah. Uh, but funny story about the police. I actually saw somebody get pulled over on my way home to the gym today. Or no, not get pulled over. Was like interviewed by the police. And like it looks like when you ever see those like crime shows where they like drag somebody out and they're like, okay, where are you at this place at this time? Did you murder that person?
Yeah.
I saw one of those today. I was like, wow, there's a lot of police
Really?
cars to just talk to one person.
Interesting.
Another story about police actually happened to me last night where I was thought I don't think you were I was in the Discord call with the boys while this happens, and I don't think you were in it. But the officer flashed his lights right behind me. And I was like, "Oh my god, this is horrible. I'm about to get pulled over because my front right headlight's out. I have an appointment to fix it, but my front right headlight's out, and they can get you for that." And I was like, "Ah, crap! I don't have money to pay a ticket." But what I didn't realize is that there was a car behind me. I don't know what he was doing, but I saw him start flickering on his blinker to go to the right, and he got pulled over. The cop pulled him over instead. So I was like,
Oh, that's really...
I was so lucky that I went before that guy. Because if I went behind, he probably would have, pardon me, probably would have realized, oh, that kid's got a headlight out. It's time for me to go ticket him.
It is my time.
It is my time. I mean, I like to respect police officers, mostly because I was born to two of them. Shout out mom and dad. Shout out dad. His retirement actually happened just about a month ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a police lieutenant. I'm still looking for that video where he came out and like the golf clubs and the golf cart, and they haven't. My stepmother won't give it to me. But yeah, both of my parents were police officers, and they were like, yeah, if you ever get pulled over when you're older, be sure to treat them with respect, and they probably will just let you go without tickets. So I try to do that to heart. But also, I'm white, so like I, so like, I don't have to worry about getting shot. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
The officer seemed when I got pulled over last time. The officer seemed really pissed at me that I was listening to rap music, and then I turned it off, and I turned the charm on, and then he was like, "Oh, okay, it's just a kid."
Well, you wanna you wanna tell him about the gun show incident?
When I okay, when I went to a gun show in Idaho, hung out with Kobe, Alex, Ferret, the usual gang of idiots. I would like to say, and Joe. Joe was there too. We had bought a karambit knife, which is illegal to have in Washington, and I had bought a fake grenade. Except it's real and fake. It's decommissioned. There's no gunpowder in it. I can take the fuse out right now, and I won't die. I think. Hopefully, I haven't taken the fuse out, so I haven't really tested that. But I
mean,
had those.
hollow.
I had that.
There's a hole in the bottom that you can see. It's clearly empty.
Yeah. Let me make my jokes, Kobe. Let me commit to the bit. Gah. But anyway, so I have that grenade that's like just chilling on my car seat, and the karambit knife, which is open by the way, because I was like, oh, it looks cool, and it's chilling on my shotgun seat, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go home now. Bye, guys. And then I get onto the highway, and I'm in the passing lane because I'm trying to pass somebody, because trucks are slow. I get pulled over. I'm like, oh crap. I merged all the way to like the right lane, even though I could have pulled over to the left. Well, the officer's like, "Hey, did you realize why I pulled you over today?" And I said, "Yeah, I was speeding, wasn't I?" He's like, "Yeah, you need to not do that, dude. Especially over state lines. I see you have Washington plates, and you just crossed through Idaho. It's like you gotta make sure that you're not speeding." It's like, "Okay, officer, I'm not gonna speed again. I'm sorry about that." He's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna write you a ticket though, because this, you gotta learn somehow." And he looks down from my window. He looks directly down, looks at my grenade and illegal knife to have in Washington, because we're already in Washington at the time, and because again I had just crossed state lines. He's like, "Yeah, give me a second." He goes back to his car. It's like, I start to think to myself, oh, Jesus, I'm about to get arrested. Because he's at that car for like 10, 15 minutes. And I'm like, holy crap. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to have to call my mom and tell her I got arrested for having a grenade and knife in the car. Got pulled over for speeding and got illegal things on me. And he comes back and he's like, "Yeah, all right, here's your ticket. Don't do it again." He looked me directly in the eyes and he was like, "Don't do it again." So I've been driving paranoid ever since. But it's hard to drive paranoid, especially with my headlight being out, because I can't like see all the time. So I have to flash my big lights. Oh fuck! What are they called? They're not big lights. They're not called big lights.
Right.
Not the headlights.
Bright lights.
The brights, yeah. The big lights. The flashing lights. Yeah, now I have to turn on my bright lights whenever I'm out at the night, so I don't look like I have a headlight out. But yeah, just this cops scare me. I respect their authority. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate what they do, but also scare the crap out of me. And also, the racist ones should not be cops.
There you go.
Hot take of the century. Racist shouldn't be police officers. But I think, on that note of the perfect take, we might end. Is there anything you want to plug for the people?
No, all my plugs I think need to die in the past. So
You're not sure you want to plug your Twitter, Kobe? You might get some like 2 followers.
No. I was talking about my old YouTube channel,
Oh
but
no.
that's a discussion for
We'll
another
find it
day.
someday, and we'll
Yeah.
probably do something with that. But
We'll visit it in the future.
Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at Young Philly King. Don't ask why I'm not living in Philadelphia. My name is Young Philly King. And twitch.tv/Luke is that kid with 2 D's. Yeah, I'll probably upload this to SoundCloud and YouTube. And hope you have a wonderful day.